What's up guys, it's your boy JD here, bringing you another video, and today we're gonna be playing some more Clash Royale. Hope you guys enjoy that, and in today's episode I'm going to be showing you guys what my idea is on the best deck from Arena 5 or so to Arena 8. I would say it is the Hog Trifecta deck, guys. Consists of the Musketeer, the Valkyrie, the Hog Rider, skeletons and fire spirits or ice spirits, and then the poison spell, the elixir collector, and the zap, as well as the cannon, although you can swap out the cannon for an inferno tower. So that is absolutely by far my favorite deck. You can see it up there in my battles log right there. So yeah, that's what I would use. Just gonna show you guys now a couple of replays that I've had using it. They were pretty cool. In the one I was using fire spirits, and in the other one I chose to use an ice spirit instead. And overall I would say I prefer the ice spirit just because of its overall worth for one elixir. It can absolutely shatter your opponents for one elixir if you have it backed up with something like a Hog Rider or something of the likes of those. So here I've dropped my Musketeer in the back. Just pay attention to what I do. This is probably how you would most likely want to do or try to use this deck, as I have been using it for a few months now and it's been working absolutely fantastic for you guys. So also another tip, guys, if a deck isn't working for you, do not give up on it. You don't know whether it isn't or whether it's bad or not. Keep at it for a while, guys. You can't tell whether a deck is good or not from the first couple of times you've used it. You really can't, because a lot of decks are very much learn style based, especially the faster paced kind of decks. So yeah, I would say definitely don't give up on decks just easily. If they don't work immediately, tweak them a little bit if you would like to, but don't give up on it unless it's, it's a really bad deck and it's really not gonna work. The Hog Trifecta, or the Trifecta, with the Valkyrie, Musketeer, and the Hog, Musketeer, and Valkyrie. I'd say those are super common, powerful throughout every arena. They just make a brilliant pairing. The Valkyrie being that short, potent, circular damage. Musketeer is great point damage, and then the Hog Rider is a nice tower damage type troop. So altogether they form a pretty awesome pairing. Combined with the rest of the troops I have in this deck, they prove to be quite a fearsome opponent if played by the right person and in the right way. So here he's dropped down his wizard and his what would you call that, a royal giant down on the other side, and he's starting quite a formidable push, but it doesn't end up being what it started. Yeah, so a little unlucky on his behalf, but we did completely smash that push to pieces. He didn't really do much at all. So now we just drop our Musketeer and he takes out the Sparky as well as the wizard and still stays alive, which was pretty clutch. And he makes a mistake now using the Royal Giant. I wasn't sure he was going to use that Royal Giant, so I did play my Hog Rider a little early, but no problem. We end up taking out his P.E.K.K.A. as well, or his mini P.E.K.K.A. I should say, and then we drop down the Hog Rider. And I think that may be the end of the game. He makes a huge mistake again with the use of the wizard right there. He really wasn't too familiar with how to verse the Trifecta deck, guys. So you probably have heard of this deck before. Everyone knows about the Trifecta deck, or at least most people I know do. So check it out, guys. It is by far the best deck for me from Arena 5 to 9, actually, even. No, Arena 5 to 8, because Arena 9 there's a whole load of legendaries, and if those legendaries are like super powerful and things, then they do start to overpower you. So Another replacement I could consider using instead of the the Fire Spirits, Ice Spirits, and 1 Elixir Skeletons is the Guards, guys. The Guards are a fantastic choice, especially against cards like Sparky, etc., because they won't die after the Sparky blasts because of their Guard. Well, the irony. So looking good so far. We have got an Elixir advantage. And also another tip, guys, while using this deck, you always want to try to pump up as often as possible. You want to try and get the Elixir advantage on your opponents, especially so if he's a higher level than you. You need all the Elixir you can possibly get if he is indeed a higher level. So it's looking pretty good. This one I used the Ice Spirit instead of the Fire Spirit, and overall I would say the Fire Spirit. Ice Spirit is a lot better of a card than the Fire Spirits, even though they are both pretty fantastic. I believe I dropped off my Ice Spirit to try and take down the minion horde here. Oh no, it was just a zap, and that worked out really well against huge sort of cards like the minion horde. I would definitely recommend using the zap, because that creates a 3 elixir advantage, which is pretty insane, and it helps you a whole load throughout the battle. So looking good right here. We do get some good damage. Take down his witch also, I believe, or nearly. He does drop down his Valkyrie, which does make that quite a bit harder. We just completely ignore the wizard because he's not aiming for the other tower there, and it doesn't look like he's going to be very interested in that tower, as we have got pumps, and I think he has got more damage done to the other tower. He tries to go for a hog rider down that side, but that doesn't work at all. With the use of the Fire Spirit there, he's busy wasting elixir. He must have wasted like 3 elixir, or if not more. Get a really nice poison spell right there, and get some awesome damage also. Just the elixir advantage there starting to pay its dividends right there. So we dropped down the cannon there, thinking he'd play his hog rider, but he didn't end up doing that. Drop down our poison spell, and it doesn't end up as too much of a threat. So now we drop down the Valkyrie as well as the hog with the musketeer, another musketeer in the back, and that is pretty much a lot of damage taken down off of his tower there. And I can just start at 1 more hit and then a couple of poisons and zaps, and that will be done. So really looking good here. He doesn't look like he's got that much of a chance. Uses the rage spell. I've seen quite a lot more of the rage spell used after the update, which is pretty nice because I'm quite a fan of the rage spell. I can't lie to you guys. So now I just poison down, or trying to poison down as much of the tower as possible, and just start chipping away at the tower, trying to get as much damage off of it as possible. Zap the tower down to under 100 hit points, and now I just poison the tower down, and that is it, guys. Another super awesome battle right there. Clutch stuff, and really fun battle to show you guys. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that deck. Try it out for yourself, and if it is not working for you guys originally, don't give up on it, because it is absolutely clutch. If you guys have any questions on the deck, or you're battling with anything whatsoever, please feel free to put any questions down in the comments. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later, and peace out.